All right, let's do a quick check-in for the 2023 themes goals because that was on my calendar for today, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I've got two kind of areas of themes. One is deepening, and the other one is perspective. For deepening, it's sort of, I guess, deepening is in improving or getting better at. Number one is physical, which is my back exercises, walking, swimming with Ja, which I've not been doing. I had an opportunity to do it today, I didn't. Cutting back on physio, which I've been doing kind of every other month. I actually just made an appointment for next month for it after a good break, and my back has been doing good because I've been keeping up with the exercises. The other stuff on there is high blood pressure, diet, and sleep. Sleep, I've been taking naps sort of every other day. Every once in a while in there, I take like a 20-minute nap before work, which has definitely helped with that. Diet, my weight is definitely, which is a part of the thing with my back. My weight has been going slowly up. So being more mindful of my calorie intake would be a good idea, as well as trying to keep on the exercise. So that's the physical. Number two is relationship with Ja, talking with Ja in the morning with like, kind of like no phones or earbuds, walking with Ja when she's willing or able, and trying to find a weekend activity to do with Ja, which I guess this weekend was definitely trying to help clearing out her office to support her, which has been a good thing. So yeah, that is a continued thing, and that is always the top thing on my monthly goals. Number three is YouTube, which is 2 public videos a month, focus topics, whatever interests me, but also using my hopefully improving vocal skills, which um, yeah, I'm trying to get like a vocal video a week, and often those seem to be I'm focusing on, if I'm gonna speak about something, I might as well speak about something book related. So there's always chances that I will come up with something that's actually usable to put on BookTube. And yeah, I think my one this week is actually one I should actually try and buckle down and publish, which is a review of SPQR by Mary Beard. Kind of get over my self-consciousness about how useful that is, but it's something. It's something, and it's also definitely me using my vocal skills. Yeah, and number four is that vocal skills presentation improvement, continuing on with doing the vocal exercises, continuing on practicing on how I speak in front of the camera. Yes, that's all going. Number five is reading. Give myself time to get lost in a good book. 2 large reading sessions first thing on the weekend. But yeah, for the most part, I have been doing. That has been that's been good. And just doing reading during the week, which has been going along. I'm not a fast reader, but I'm a slow and steady reader. Number six is professional. Being aware of my coworkers, trying to be supportive with them, not be an asshole basically at work, and being supportive with them. I do that already with the clients, but sometimes I think when I get irritated, I can be like short with coworkers, which I don't want to be. Uh, Next is be on time. I'm trying, and that is always a continuing struggle with me, is trying to like, okay, put down what I've crammed into the first part of my day. Just put that down so I can get off to work. Number seven is financial, looking for ways of living cheaper and making my shrinking dollars stretch. Food, entertainment, clothes, physio, and then I've got research. So I guess that's researching how to do that. Um, I waver back and forth on that. That's a good one to remind myself that I have as a goal and think about where I could do that. And number eight is the late addition to this list, which is doodling. Well, it's doodling slash writing, which is actually that is actually very much what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing little art things, but I'm little doodles, but I'm actually writing stories around one and this series of doodles at the moment. So very At the moment, they are united together, but I also have just like straight writing projects, which I should get back to and work on the Duffel Puffs, and just this short story that I have at the moment actually is also, I need to finish reading that out and do that final edit so I can get it up on LE. So yeah, that is deepening. And then the second theme is perspective, is getting out of the self. And that was one nonfiction book every 2 months on a topic that isn't about me, to make, which is not hard with a lot of nonfiction books, to make me more aware of the wider world around me, which at the moment I am definitely doing a good job with Sandy Hook, which is a very tough book on a mass shooting in a primary school, and it is fucking vile. But it is also seems to be kind of a ground zero of a real turning away by mainstream American culture of from, we're not going to believe anything. We're not going to believe what are the evidence that we see by a good hunk of the population, a significant part of the population, and a significant way of thinking about the world that seems to be overtaking people. And that's something that definitely affects Canada as well, and affects my world. So it's something outside of myself. I think of myself as a fairly critical reader, critical person of trying to take in media. I like to flatter myself that way. I'm sure I have my blind spots. So yeah, that's good, working with that at the moment. And number two is one good thing, which is the idea of doing one good thing for somebody else that is outside of all of this and outside of me. Um, and I do try and look for those opportunities within my life. Yeah, but I'm always looking, and it's always a good thing to remind myself that that's something, that's a good goal to have, a good theme to have, is one good thing. Do one good thing for somebody else. Uh, yeah, yeah. And sometimes I do achieve it in a day, and that feels really nice, and it feels, I'm a little bit bigger than myself, if you know what I mean. I don't know. So yeah, that is my 2023 themes goals, which I try and kind of check in and kind of apply to how my life is going at the moment. So I'm not just like stumbling into this at the very end of the year going, oh yeah, I was thinking about all this stuff. It's like, no, let's try and put it right now into July, and then I'll do it again in August, and try and use that to kind of nourish my nitty gritty little goals for each month and each week and each day. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.